guys, it's your girl Chantel Inez and I'm back with another video. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment any questions you have down below, like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified when I post a new video. Today, I'm going to give you guys a little insight about how you can successfully pass your video interview for a flight attendant position. I'm going to give you guys a little tips and tricks that I use and that I've learned throughout my hiring process to help you guys. So first off, congratulations. If you are about to do your video interview, that means you are one step closer to becoming a flight attendant for whatever airlines of your choice. And you're almost to the finish line. It's your video interview and then your face-to-face interview. So in this video, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of tips for the video interview. So stay tuned if you're interested and let's get into the video. First thing first, wardrobe. You wanna make sure that you are looking your best, as professional as ever for your video interview. You kind of want to treat it like you're going to a real in-person interview. You're only going to be able to see from here to here. So, I mean, I would put pants on, but you can't see them. You don't have to put pants on if you're a person that does not want to put pants on. But from waist up, you need to look like you're about to go to an interview in person. So ladies, hair back, guys, clean shave. Just make sure you're really clean and you look the part of a flight attendant, or you look the part for any job that you are trying to apply for. It'll be a little easier for the interviewers to kind of picture you in that role when you look like you belong in that role, if that makes sense. Just put a little love into yourself, because when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good. And that is a great mantra that you should just keep every day of your life, because I really believe in that. Serious. You need to be in a quiet, well-lit area. If you do have roommates, you live with your parents, you live with any siblings, any pets, just let everyone know that you will need the next hour and 30 minutes of silence, and just make sure that you are in another part of the house that you won't be distracted. I would definitely practice recording myself in whatever area that you do pick for your interview area, just to make sure you can hear your sound quality, make sure your video quality is right. Just practice and making sure that you know what you need to fix before the video interview starts, because that is the worst when you first start the interview, and then it's just the lighting's not right, it's loud, and then you have to stop the interview, and that can throw you off and throw the interviewer off as well. So you just want to make sure that those little things are taken care of before you even start your video interview. Now, when I do say video interview, there are, for my airline at least, there are two different video interviews. There's one where you're just, you're the only one there, and they're just giving you prompt questions on the screen. And then after that one, there's another one where you're actually video interviewing, kind of like a FaceTime call with the actual interviewer. So I'm gonna start with the prompt questions when you're just talking to yourself, kind of. Oh my gosh, this sun. Sorry, y'all. The only good light that I can get, and the sun is taking over right now. So with the video interview, like I said, that is just one where you're the only one on the screen, and you're gonna get a couple of prompts, and it's gonna count down to 3, and you're gonna have a few seconds to record yourself and record your answers. Now, I do think that you can start over, if I'm remembering right. You get like 3 chances to redo each question. So it's not like you just record once and you have to send it. You get 3 retakes on each question. It's about maybe 5 or 6 questions. Like I said, this was like 3 years ago, everybody, so don't quote me on it. But I think it's about 4 to 5 questions, 5, 6 questions that you answer. You're gonna record yourself. Now, a great tip to do the video interview, it's kind of like you're talking to yourself, just like now. So I would go on Google or Quizlet or anywhere. I'm pretty sure you can find on the internet flight attendant video interview practice questions. They will not be the exact same questions, but I promise you they will be very identical. So those are something will definitely help you out. And I would just practice, write those questions down, read them, and then I would practice saying the answer out loud. You never want to practice your answers. You don't want to sound too rehearsed, but you definitely do want to kind of get your flow together when answering those questions. It gives you a little bit of more fluidness when you're talking, and you kind of won't be rambling. Another thing for your video interview, you want to answer your questions in the STAR method. The STAR method is a way that we answer questions in the airline industry as far as the interview goes. And it basically is situation, task, action, result. So the STAR method that is how you answer your question. When they ask you a question, you're going to start with the situation, you're going to go to the task, you're going to give the action, and you're going to give the result. So to me, it's basically just answering a question in complete sentences. That's kind of what it reminds me. I will give an example if I could think of one. I can't think of one right now, but if I can think of one, I'll put it at the end of this video. Just talk in complete sentences. Like I said, look up the STAR method, because when you put that in the back of your mind, that's how you need to answer questions. It will resonate with you and it will make sense. So just go ahead and look up the STAR method, and that is a great method to use when answering questions. For my airline, there are 5 core values really important to us. Before your interview, you want to look up on Google. Again, Google is your best friend. You want to look up and find out what your airline core values are. There are 5 for mine. So what I did is just pick one. I picked the one that stood out to me, and I picked the one that I could work into conversation a little bit more. For my airline, they are perseverance, respect, honesty, integrity, and is it reliable? No. Okay. Don't quote me on this, y'all. Okay, listen, those are the good 4, and I know that I picked usually I went with respect and integrity. It's the one of the 2 that I kind of bounced off of all of my answers, because respect and integrity is something that I am big on in my own personal life and with everyone in my life. So those were easy to kind of work into my answers when they were asking me questions. And this is more, I'm kind of getting more into the actual FaceTime video interview, because in the video interview where you're recording yourself, it's kind of just typical basic questions like, why would you want to be in this role? What strengths and weaknesses would you say you have about yourself? Things like that. And so with the face-to-face, it's kind of more personable. So they're kind of just asking more questions and just to get a little bit more into who you are. Both interviews, you want to show your personality. The pre-recorded interview is kind of going to be a little hard because you're just sticking to task and answering the questions that come on the screen. But with the face-to-face interview with the actual person, you want to have fun, smile, and just look like you're ready and rolling and rocking with this job. It's all about being personable. It's all about having a good mood and just fighting through the struggles and just persevering. Which is another one of the core values. Practice the questions. Go find those practice questions. Practice them, saying out loud, change your answers up, throw little key points in there till you're like, okay, this will get them. Because that really helps. Practicing the questions really, really helps. Don't memorize them, just practice the questions so you can just get an idea of what's going to be asked. Going back to the type of questions that will be asked, I always will tell people, if you don't know 3 strengths and you don't know 3 of your weaknesses, you need to figure it out or you need to make them up. Because that is a very, very important question that is going to be asked. And depending on how you spin it, it's going to determine whether you get the job or not. So I think I was asked, what would you say would be your biggest weakness? And it's an interview, y'all. You are basically showing your best self. So you don't want to say something like, oh, I get irritated very quickly, or I'm always late. No. Like, you don't want to like put yourself down. You want to be personable. You want to be a human, because we all have weaknesses, but you want to work that into a positive. So I can give an example. One of my weaknesses that I've noticed over the years is I am a perfectionist. I always want to make sure that everything is completely perfect and how I want it at all times. And it's a weakness because everything can't be perfect at all times. We're humans, we mess up, everything's a mistake. So I realized that I need to kind of step away from trying to be super perfect and trying to be a perfectionist with my life and just let things flow, because it'll be better and you learn more from your mistakes once you just let go and not try to be super perfect all the time. So yeah, that's like I can't, not word for word, but you get what I'm saying. You turn your weakness into a strength. Don't beat yourself up with the weakness. Throw it out there, but also give constructive criticism of how you know that you're working on this and how you know that you changed this weakness. So with the flight attendant position, I'm pretty sure in every airline, no matter what airline it is, safety is the #1 priority. Safety is something that you want to mention during your video interviews, both of them, the pre-recorded and the face-to-face with somebody. Safety, 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 safety. Along with the 5 core values and the one that I cannot remember, safety is something that you also need to work into all of your answers, because that is across every airline in the US and maybe the world. Our priority is safety. We come into contact with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people every day. We're around each other. We all have to keep each other safe. That is the main thing. So if you don't learn anything else from this video, safety is #1 priority. That's what you need to know. If you didn't learn nothing else from me talking right now, just know safety is a #1 priority, and you definitely want to figure out a way to incorporate that into your answer. Lastly, I just really want you guys to be yourself. Show your personality. You made it this far from being you, and I always say that, and I will continue to say that in every one of my videos, because I think the computer, even the computer robot and the interviewers, they see so many people, but no 2 people are the same. So they know that we looking up on Google the questions. They know that we're doing our research on YouTube to find the questions. So when you come into the interview and you just sound like everybody else, I feel like that could definitely put you under. So when you are yourself, be personable, smile, maybe crack a joke, you know, to get the mood going. With the face-to-face interview, you can't crack a joke with the computer interview. But not saying that you have to do that, but it's just a little tip to get the edge out. And I promise you, especially with my airline, these people interviewing you, they want you to be hired, okay? They are not against you. They are for you. They want you to get hired, because in the flight attendant industry, seniority is everything. So once you get hired, they get bumped up, they get more seniority. It's a win-win for everyone. So they're not against you. They're not trying to make you fail. They really are there to help you. And that's one of the best things about my airline, is it's really a family. Like, even during the interview process, I felt invited, I felt welcome. So it made the process go even smoother. So be yourself, show some personality. Don't be afraid to laugh a little, make fun of yourself a little. It's all good, guys. I know this is very important interview for you guys, but y'all have to loosen up a little bit. Interviews are not a lot of people's strong suit, so you're gonna get a little nervousness, which is, you know, normal. But just make sure you're showing what asset you and your personality can be to the company. So yeah, guys, those are just a couple little quick little tidbits and tips that you can use while you're doing your interview process. Good luck to everybody, and stay tuned, because right after this video, I'm doing a double video. What? A double video? Like, right after this video, I will be uploading how to get your CJO and your face-to-face. I know that is the biggest question that I get every single day or every other day from you guys on my Instagram, on TikTok. Y'all want to know how to get that face-to-face, get that CJO, and I am going to tell y'all right after this video. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, comment any questions that you have for me that I can answer back for you guys in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram as well. I check those messages periodically too. And I know a lot of y'all go to the Instagram and ask me questions, and I love it. So follow me on Instagram, ask me questions, flood my DMs with anything y'all want to know. And I am here to help you guys. Next year, my airline is hiring 4,000 more flight attendants. So that means 4,000 of y'all are about to get y'all CJO to come to the airline. So I'm here for you guys. I am your biggest #1 fan in your corner. So please, if I can help out in any way, please ask any questions that you have. I do want to go ahead and just touch on tattoos really quickly, because I don't think I'm going to touch on it in the, you know what, never mind. Stay tuned in the face-to-face how to get your CJO video, and I'm going to touch a little bit on tattoos, because I know y'all have seen my tats, and y'all always ask about the tattoos. So I actually am going to get into the tattoos in the next video for how to get your CJO. So thank you guys so much for watching. Right after this video ends, go ahead and click on to the next video, because I know y'all are gonna ace those video interviews and you're gonna need my tips to get that face-to-face CJO. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.